Hey, Bobby Manning here. Welcome to the Garden Report. Outside shoot-around at Auerbach Center. Celtics getting ready to take on the Bulls in their 8th game of the season, entering 4-3. But controversy, all the conversation here, whether it's Ime Udoka reportedly leaving the Celtics amid his year-long suspension to coach the rival Brooklyn Nets, or Kyrie Irving's year-long suspension, Al Horford addressing both here at shoot-around in a diplomatic way as he does. Though teammates, speaking of the Boston Globe, the Athletic out in Cleveland, both acknowledge the frustration, the confusion, many of the things we heard about at Media Day that didn't persist beyond that. But Marcus Smart telling those reporters, we thought he was going to be back, Ime, at the end of the year, that he would coach this team again after he served the suspension, and even some indictment on the front office in terms of we can go to them with concerns, but all they're going to say is, we're all ears, we're listening, nothing substantive, answers, explanations that these players want right now. Brown speaking more in terms of appreciation that a black coach is going to get another opportunity after being suspended by the Celtics here. Al Horford sharing that sentiment that they're happy if he does indeed get this Brooklyn Nets job, but also acknowledging the frustration of his teammates. Here's what he had to say.
You know, obviously we'll still how that, how that develops, and you know, right now, our focus is on our group and continuing to, move forward. If that materializes for him, obviously we'll be happy for him. But at this point, we've already, moved forward, and we're trying to focus on what we need to. And it's Chicago tonight. We lost a tough one, in overtime to Cleveland, and now we need to bounce back. That's what's on my mind. I mean, that's something that's there. It's a real thing, but at the end of the day, we have a job we have to do. We have a season in front of us. We've prepared for this, and we obviously, if that ends up happening for Ime, we'd be happy for him. But at this point, man, we got to look ahead. We got, the games are coming on. Things are not going to get easier, and we got a big challenge tonight, starting tonight in Chicago. So, our group, we're moving ahead. We have to focus, look ahead.
I don't know how the Celtics move past this, particularly when you do have your sturdy, lead by example veterans, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, who I don't think are going to pull the other guys along and try to force them through the feelings that they're having here. I'm sure there's some feelings that they're going through as well that they don't want to put out there to continue to stir this storm in terms of the media attention on the Celtics handling of this right now. Horford there trying to refocus on the Bulls and how they're playing and the matchups tonight. But this was something that was always going to loom over the season to some degree, though on the sideline. And now that Udoka's prepared to take over the Nets, maybe lead them into contention, a first-round series against the Celtics, who knows? That's going to be there all year. And the Celtics are going to play the Nets 4 times. Udoka's going to come to Boston in the winter. And this story will keep coming up again and again and again. And who knows how Joe Mazzulla does. This adds some level of pressure on him, I'm sure. Though he was on the radio talking about how he needs to listen to these guys and appreciate what they're feeling and all that kind of sentiment that he shared at Media Day. So this is a tough situation for the Celtics. Who knows what kind of legal and other reasons there are for them not being able to share information with the players, certainly with the public. I think there's some element here of protecting the women in the organization too, as we've talked about from the very beginning of this controversy. Different speculation and slandering, frankly, of different members of the organization. They want to prevent that, and I'm sure that's the big reason that there are as few details as possible. Any details that you let out there could just lead to more speculation, particularly if they're limited details. I understand that from their perspective. But how do you get this team to buy in and focus on the Bulls and the next opponent after that? And the future of this team is now, I think, under some amount of questioning. You have assistants on the staff who served under Ime Udoka, and their future becomes more uncertain with this departure too. So there's many people in tough spots, and the team is in an even tougher spot, I think, where they just can't share details, information, stuff that players and important members of the team are begging for right now. So they're going to try to move on from this starting tonight against the Bulls. We'll have coverage over at TD Garden. We're brought to you by com.com/garden gets you 40% off a premium subscription, as well as Athletic Greens. athleticgreens.com/garden gets you 5 free travel packs, as well as a year's supply of immune-boosting vitamin D. Great product over there. Go check them out. I'm Bobby Manning from Shoot Around, Auerbach Center. We'll see you tonight.